Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? Thank you for joining us. I would like to welcome our guests. Today, we are here. Yep. Yes, no problem. Today, we are joined live as well. We are streaming live on Zoom. And we're also streaming from the Facebook group from SIMAD University. And we have also guests present in our event today. So I would like to welcome all of you to this particular event. I know we are calling it a closeout event, but it is an event to celebrate. And it is an event to celebrate everybody who has been participating in this project for over a year now. And it is successfully completed. So I would like to welcome all of you again. And before we begin, maybe we can begin with a word of prayer to ensure that we put God first in all our affairs and we are able to successfully also complete this event we have today, as we have completed the project that has been running in Somalia, in Mogadishu specifically. So I would like to invite Ahmed Mohammed to lead us in a word of prayer before we continue with our program.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفره إنه كان توابا صدق الله العظيم.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. For today, I will be your MC. My name is Naila Hatimi, and I am working in this project as the project coordinator and business development consultant. And I'm here to also support all of you. Some of you have already met me. We are currently, for our guests who are joining us live and also those who have joined us here today, we are currently also continuing with an activity that is ending the end of this week, which is called a study tour. So some of these people who have come here from Somalia are here to attend the closeout event, as well as learn and network and also understand the different gig economy workers here in Kenya as well. So we are ensuring that as we are closing out, we are also empowering them with tools, with networks, and all these other necessities that they require as they progress now to being fully fledged digital workers. So I will be your MC. I will also be assisted by my colleagues. There's Rebecca. You'll be seeing her around. Some of you know her. And I also have my colleague Ikuru, who is also joining us today. He's also going to be supporting us. So if you have any issues, kindly just reach out to us. We can always be able to assist. And I know we also have the government of Japan who's following us online on Zoom. There's a representative, so welcome, and welcome everyone from the Facebook group, from the SIMAD University, and also on Zoom. And so, first of all, I would just like to project our agenda today, so I can briefly just take you through what this event. We are going to be having the first activity. We're going to be having our opening remarks from our ITC director, Ashisha. And then we are also going to be having an introduction of the project, and you're going to learn more about what has been happening since March of 2021 up to August of 2022. That's a long time, my colleagues, my friends. And so we will learn that from my colleague Ikuru. Then there will be presentation. First of all, we are going to start with a presentation from Mohamed Muse. He's a SIMAD staff, SIMAD University staff, and he's going to do a presentation here for you today as well, because they have been our partners on the ground, actively working to ensure that the project is implemented successfully, and we cannot thank them enough. So then after that, we are going to be continuing with presentations from some of our digital workers, digital freelancers who've come all the way from Somalia. This is an event for them, and we are celebrating them. And I encourage all of you to be as confident as possible, on the moment, showcase what you've learned, and let us know how we can also be of help as you progress to your careers in digital freelancing. So we are going to have those presentations, and then we'll have testimonials on the project by some freelancers, and then also finalize with the closing remarks from my colleague Ikuru Nogami. And then we will have tea and networking, so please feel free to network with the guests who will be present here today. So I hope that is okay with every one of you, and all of you are ready. It seems like all of you are so ready. You really want me to just move out of here so you can just come and start the presentations and we skip all the others. But let us start off with the video. We have a video from Ashisha, who was not able to join us live today, but he's recorded a video for us. So thank you. Let's give it a moment as we are connecting.
Distinguished guests, dear participants, good afternoon. On behalf of the ITC team and our colleagues at SIMAD University, our implementing partner in Mogadishu, Somalia, I would like to extend my warm welcome to each and every one of you to the closeout event of our Digital Skills for Jobs initiative. Since some of you may not be familiar with ITC, please allow me to start by telling you a little bit about ourselves. ITC is the joint agency of the United Nations and the World Trade Organization. We work with micro, small and medium-sized enterprises in developing and transition economies to become more competitive and connect them to international markets to boost trade and investment through a wide range of technical assistance activities. Over the past few years, we have increased our focus on integrating disadvantaged communities into local, regional and international value chains, as we believe that trade-led, market-based approaches can deliver inclusive and sustainable solutions for them. We have been working with the Somali communities in Kenya since 2015 to deliver training for upskilling and reskilling and create market linkages to connect them to work opportunities online. These include international markets and local markets in the gig economy. The project has so far helped around 400 youths to develop careers as freelancers, including 80 supported with the Japanese funding in 2019. Building on the successful results of this project in Kenya, ITC has launched the Digital Skills for Jobs initiative, our very first project in Mogadishu in 2021. The project was launched as a response to the significant lack of job opportunities for youth in Somalia. The country is facing a high youth unemployment rate of almost 70%. On the other hand, 15,000 young people graduate from universities across the country every year. So there is a huge pool of young talents who are ready and willing to work and need to be absorbed into the workforce. Against this background, our project focuses on harnessing market-based incentives to help foster livelihoods in the online freelancing sector for the Somali youth. It provided opportunities for the talented youth to gain commercially valuable skills, unlock self-employment opportunities as freelancers, and build a client base expanding across borders. The project started with intensive training on digital skills, life skills, and online freelancing to improve the technical capacity of the participants. It was followed by a mentorship program to provide individual support as they make a debut as freelancers. Towards the end of the project, the participants also received additional support for polishing their presence in the digital sphere. Today, I'm extremely pleased to be here to celebrate the successful completion of the project. During today's event, we will showcase several solid accomplishments that our project team and freelancers have collectively achieved. For now, I would just like to highlight that this project has supported 170 youths, including 74 women, and they have worked incredibly hard to earn more than $50,000 in just 5 months from January to May this year. The digital skills and entrepreneurial mindset that they have acquired will go a long way in enabling them to tap into further job opportunities in the years to come. And the accomplishments of this project are not only about figures, they're about changing lives. There is a story behind every dollar earned by our participants. Some of them have previously faced difficulties in finding jobs, but the project has taught them new skills and connected them with new clients and partners to expand their professional network. They are now building brilliant careers that they have long been hoping for. The participation in this initiative has been a pivotal moment for many of them. Today, we will hear human stories from our top freelancers about how their lives have been transformed through this project. Last but not least, on behalf of the entire project team, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to the government of Japan. This innovative approach to creating economic opportunities in contexts of fragility would not be possible without the support of committed donors. We are grateful to the government of Japan for choosing us as its partner in addressing the critical challenges faced by Somali youth. I believe ITC and the government of Japan have a shared passion and commitment to building a strong and promising future in Somalia. And I hope our successful and impactful collaboration will further expand in the coming years. Thank you, Mahet Sanid, and arigato gozaimasu.
Let's give him another round of applause. You know the applause that I'm looking for. Exactly. So I can tell you for a fact that Ashish is someone who has been on the front line working with us as we implemented this project, and he had always been there for us. The late nights, the early mornings. It's not easy to implement a project successfully for this long time. And everyone who's worked in projects can understand the nature and difficulty that is involved in doing these projects and implementing them. So Ashish has always been one of the strongest pillars that we have for us on the ground. For him to always provide us with ideas and allow us to navigate and maneuver around challenges that we have faced to be able to successfully complete this project. So Ashish wanted to be with us. He was actually supposed to be here. Unfortunately, he was not able to join us, but I know he's with us what do you call it? Virtually? Yeah, okay. So yeah, so Ashish has always been actually on the front line to support us immensely. So we cannot also thank him enough, and I would just like to also thank him in front of everyone for all the support he has provided us as we continued working on this project. So as I don't want to take a lot of time, I know we began a little bit behind schedule, so I'd just like to invite my colleague Ikuru to move, as we move on into the next session. He'll tell us more about the project that we have been highlighting in these last few minutes. Thank you and welcome everyone.
Sorry. Hello, everyone. Thank you for your patience. Yes, thank you, Naila, for your introduction. In the next 10 minutes, I'd like to give you a quick overview of the project. So first of all, let me go to the next slide. Yes. So yeah, first of all, I'd like to give you a little bit about the country context in Somalia. So Somalia has a population of 60 million people in 2021, and the large part of population is really young. So more than 75% of the population are under the age of 30 years old. And at the same time, there's an issue of the youth unemployment, as mentioned by Ashish Shah, our director for country programs. And also, I'd like to highlight that every year, 15,000 people graduate from universities across the country. So I'd like to highlight there is a huge pool of talented youth talents. And so there is a critical need to create employment opportunities for young people in Somalia. Then I think I'd like to talk a little bit about the project itself. The project, titled Digital Skills for Jobs, is implemented in Mogadishu, Somalia. It has the budget of $370,000 and is funded by the government of Japan, as mentioned before. And this project started in March last year, and this project is actually ending in this month at the end of August 2022. So it has a duration of 18 months in total. Then this project has 3 objectives. The first object is to enhance the technical skills of young people to work in digital job markets. And second, the project is aimed at improving entrepreneurial capacity of young people. And third, we are connecting young people to business opportunities and develop new markets within Somalia as well as across the borders. And through these objectives, we have an overall objective of building resilient livelihoods for young people in Somalia. Now, I'd like to go a bit deeper about the project activities. So this project consists of 3 pillars, as you see on this screen. The first pillar is the technical training, which started in November last year and ended in February this year. So we provided some technical training sessions, including digital skills training, online freelancing training, entrepreneurship training, life skills training, and also we organized a technical English writing workshop. And I'd like to highlight that in this digital skills training, we focused on 4 digital skills areas that are very high in need in online job markets, and we have identified 4 promising areas that are web development, mobile application development, digital marketing, and graphic design. So by focusing on these specific 4 project areas, we try to maximize the opportunities for the participants. Then after this technical training, we organize a series of mentorship sessions. So for instance, we organize one-on-one advisory coaching session for the participants. We organize some seminars to motivate the students and to add some technical elements as a follow-up to the training. We also provided some branding support. Also, we provided some advisory and support to enhance the digital presence of our participants in the digital sphere. And we also provided advice on how to access financial services, because access to finance is a really tricky problem in Somalia. It's not really easy to open a bank account, especially if you are looking to work with international clients. So opening a bank account is a must if you want to work with international clients, but it has not been so easy so far, and this is why we focus on the access to finance to provide some dedicated support on this point. And also, we are actually during this study tour, we are organizing a meetup with freelancers who were supported by other ITC projects. So as we mentioned before, we started a project in the lab in 2015. Then after that, we expanded the project to Kakuma and some other areas. So we have a good number of freelancers who were supported by our training programs, and some of them are quite mature, some of them are really successful, and this is why we are trying to connect these experienced veteran freelancers with our rising stars from Mogadishu. This is the objective of organizing these meetups. Then the third pillar is business matchmaking. So we provide some support for business development. We provide support to connect the freelancers with potential clients within Somalia as well as across the borders, and we also provide a dedicated platform that will connect Somali freelancers and Somali clients. And so basically, I think these are the project activities. So I think now I'd like to show some photos from our training sessions. So the first photo training is designed in a very interactive way. So our participants have brought their own laptops to the training center to do their work so it's not just listening to the lecture, they did some exercise, a lot of exercise during the training. Then this is a photo from the entrepreneurship training. So I think here we don't really see our laptops. So this is more focused on business skills. But yeah, we can clearly see people are talking to each other. So this was also delivered in a very interactive way. And this is a photo from the boot camp, which we organized as part of the digital entrepreneurship support. So in this boot camp, our participants were divided into groups, and each group was given a project to work on. So in this way, so actually the project came from actual clients. So in this way, the participants had an opportunity to work on actual projects from actual clients, and in this way, the project provided opportunity for participants to gain more confidence and experience of working on actual projects. Then I think, sorry, I'm taking so much time, so I will just move on to the interim results of the project. So as mentioned in the video remarks at the beginning of the project, we supported 170 youth talents from Somalia, including 74 women. And actually, we are really proud of supporting women in the tech sector, because as a UN agency, we are fully committed to women's empowerment. And unfortunately, we don't see so many women in the tech sector, so we are very proud of these results. And in this project, we also provided some provided some entrepreneurship support with a focus on digital services. And as part of this, we provided some incubation support, which helped almost 90 startups to grow, to ideate and grow their business ideas. Then finally, I'd like to note that our participants have earned more than $60,000. In the video, he said over $50,000. But since our freelancers are consistently earning, now the figure has topped $60,000, which we are really proud of. Then before closing my presentation, I'd like to talk a little bit about key learnings from this project and moving forward. So first, I'd like to note that needs of the young people and the needs of the market are really complex and constantly changing. So this is why implementing market-based solutions requires change or adaptation all the time. The ICT sector keeps on changing, so we have to innovate ourselves all the time. So these are very important learnings for us. And another point to note is that solutions require the expertise of multiple partners. So since the beginning of the project, we are highlighting that ITC is working closely with SIMAD University, which is a fantastic partner for us. So there is a strong need to strengthen the ecosystem of actors supporting digital entrepreneurship in Somalia. So ITC has some expertise in the online freelancing sector, but as mentioned before, this was our very first project in Mogadishu, and this is why we have been extremely happy with that. We have teamed up with SIMAD University, which is a very prestigious institution in Somalia, because that in this way we have got a very strong presence on the ground, and also we delivered the project, making sure that the expertise of SIMAD will also feed into the delivery of the project. So this is another aspect we are extremely proud of. Then finally, I'd like to note that there is a need to scale and replicate. Here we are saying achieving objectives needs long-term, large-scale interventions in different locations. So in this project, initially our goal is to train 160 young people in Somalia as online freelancers. But when we started the application for this program, we have actually received more than 1,400 applications, and we had an exam for more than 700 people. So this shows the strong need for this kind of intervention in Somalia. So we are seeing this kind of need, and now we think there is a strong need to replicate and expand this kind of support on digital skills and job creation, potentially with a focus on online freelancing. So through this project, we have realized that this kind of project model has a huge potential, and also this was appreciated by our market partners as well as other local partners in Somalia. So we hope we will have an opportunity to expand and replicate this kind of intervention, hopefully in the coming few years. So I will close my presentation for here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ikuru. for those insightful points and the details in regards to the project. I know some of you may not have known some of these things, but as you can see, there's quite a lot that has been done, and we can assure you that the objectives have been met. I just want to build up also on some points that Ikuru has pointed out. As he said, this project, one of the main objectives was to build and promote resilient livelihoods for the youth. And as you can see today, for those who are joining us live and those who are with us today here, you can also see the resilience that has been built with these youth who are present today. And for the youth who are coming to present, please show us your resilience. We are looking forward to seeing what this one year, these 18 months have done to you and how they have changed you. As Ikuru has also mentioned, ITC has worked in different projects within this particular area in the digital skills ecosystem and the gig economy ecosystem in promoting and trying to build the livelihoods of youth in marginalized communities in remote areas. And I've been fortunate enough to work in some of those projects in the areas of Dadaab, Kakuma, and also here in Somalia. So I can tell you for a fact that because this particular area has a lot of challenges in regards to the infrastructure and the remoteness of some of these areas that we are focusing on. But throughout the years, we have been able to build quite some resilient livelihoods, both in Dadaab and Kakuma here in Kenya, and also in Mogadishu right now. And I can tell you I've been working nearly 5 years now in this particular sector, and right now it's also focusing, it's getting a lot of focus in so many, with so many donors. Some of the projects which we've worked in, allow me to mention, have been funded by the Netherlands government, also the European Union, some other projects that are being funded in some of these areas also, the MasterCard Foundation, GIZ, and Government of Kenya. All of these people are coming in and focusing in this particular sector or this particular ecosystem of the gig economy. And right now, the Government of Kenya is also working to promote and bring up actually there's an event next week to showcase the blueprint of an authority that is supposed to come in to regulate the gig economy to help the gig workers here in Kenya. And I can say that these are some really big progresses, and there's need to bring in more gig workers as these infrastructures are being put in place. I think that I would stop there. I can talk and talk about the gig economy because I've worked in it for a long time. But I would like us to move to our next session. And Mohammed, I would like to invite Mohammed, who is a staff from SIMAD University, to also give us his testimony on how the project has been and what he thinks of it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Naila. Good afternoon and good morning and good evening to those people who are watching from us anywhere. My name is Mohammed Musa Hassan. I'm the director of SIMAD iLab, which is an innovation hub of SIMAD University in Somalia. Let me start, before I discuss the way we implemented the digital skills project, the achievement we've made along the way. Allow me to first introduce you SIMAD iLab and what we do in Somalia. SIMAD iLab is a fully fledged innovation hub. It's a university-based innovation hub in Somalia. We are owned by SIMAD University, which is one of the most popular universities in Somalia. We've been in operation for the last 3.5 years. We've gone through different phases, and we are super glad that our last upgrade has been unveiled by the President of Somalia, His Excellency Hassan Sheikh Mohamud. As you would expect, we are a fully fledged university, and we have the basic facilities you would expect from an innovation hub, including a co-working space that gives young entrepreneurs for 6 months access to our spaces with a free internet, free electricity, and also competitions to get funding opportunity at the end of their incubation programs. We also have the largest digital fabrication space in Somalia. We have all the equipments, including 3D printers, CNC machines, laser cutters, and we have fully equipped workshop spaces. We also have napping spaces for people to take rest, especially for those who stay long hours at the Innovation Hub. Our portfolio, as of now, includes different projects. To mention some of them, we are implementing the Next Economy, which is a mega project, a multi-country project that helps support the young entrepreneurs, young unemployed fresh graduates who are in transition. The project happens in Nigeria, Mali, and Somalia, and we are the main implementing partner in Somalia. We're doing this with SOS Netherlands, and this is also supported by the Foreign Ministry of Netherlands. We have completed a Power Next Generation, which is also a project that focuses mainly on tech skills that we did with the US Embassy. We also hosted Shape Your World, which is another project that supported young entrepreneurs. We did this with a university in Japan called Ritsumeikan Asia Pacific University. We annually host Global Goals Jam, which takes place more than 80 cities around the world every year. As of now, we are hosting the Digital Skills for Jobs, which is the project that we are here for today. We are also implementing Startup Mogadishu, which is, again, another tech-based program that is supported by the US Embassy in Somalia. We are also implementing the Public-Private Development Partnership, which was a project that we did with ILO Somalia. Sorry. To move forward with the Digital for Jobs experience, this has been a very eye-opening program for not only us as an innovation hub, but also for our youth, the Somali youth. If you look, by just being part of the journey, it has been a very wonderful experience for all of us who have been part of this project. So now, for the basic facts, it has been shared by my colleague in Ikura-san. Allow me to share the human side of the project, how it has touched the youth, those who have been part of this project. And for that, I will start with Abdulaziz. Abdulaziz is one of the young graduates from local universities in Somalia. He has graduated in 2020. He has been unemployed for 1 year. But then what happened is Abdulaziz has joined our program. And that was the kick-off, a transformational journey for him. Abdulaziz has fully taken advantage of the digital skills for jobs, especially the digital marketing track. Abdulaziz is, as of today, is working with clients in Northern America, and also he worked with clients in Europe. As you can see from his profile on Upwork, Abdulaziz has a verified profile. He is a top-rated uprising talent from Upwork. He has a 100% job success rate. He has completed 5 online digital projects, and he has 1 ongoing now. That would have not been possible without the Digital Skills for Jobs project. And especially for someone who is just a fresh graduate. Imagine being just a fresh graduate from Somalia who is hired by clients in Northern America and who is getting paid for his talent. Abdulaziz is now making money, a very good money actually, and he is enjoying his decent work. To move forward with, we also have Abdulhamid. Abdulhamid is also here. Abdulaziz, by the way, Abdulaziz is there. Today he's here in Nairobi with us. And we are privileged that he's seeing the journey he has been through. We also have Abdulhamid. Abdulhamid is another very fantastic participant from the project. Abdulhamid has generated, I think, over $5,000 as of I'm speaking now. He has received mega projects, and his approach was very unique actually. And what he did was he approached local clients and he informed them why they need to upgrade their skills, why they need to fully automate their business operations. I believe he worked with a local company that imports stuff from abroad, but then that was not automated. Now he has developed a whole dashboard that will allow the business to track all the equipments from receiving from abroad to delivery to clients and all of this, the sales and everything. And that has given the client a very peace of mind. And this was a very critical for the local market. And we're very proud for that. Nasim, we're very sorry she's not here with us today, but Nasim is also another very fantastic story from the Digital Skills for Jobs. Why? Because Nasim is a social science student. She's learning public administration. For someone who's learning public administration, but at the same time is skillful in web development, who is getting paid for web development, that shows you how much the tech skills can transform the lives of the youth, how much we all need to be good at technology. Sometimes it's not what you learn. Technology should be an additional skill that you have irrespective of your field of study. Abdisalam is also another story that's worth mentioning here. Abdisalam studies engineering skills. Engineering is a high value skill, but then the challenge is Abdisalam didn't know how to market his skills. And by joining the Digital Skills for Jobs, especially the graphics design, Abdisalam was able to showcase his level of mastery in the engineering field. And for that, he has received offers. We wanted to bring him here, but he is in Hargeisa. He had traveled outside of Mogadishu. So, and then that again shows you how much this has been eye-opening for the Somali youth. And for time's sake, let me just move forward quickly. Due to experience, one of the biggest challenge we have faced from this project was the payment issue. To be paid in Somalia for your work from outside of Somalia is very difficult, and for thousands of reasons. For that, we had to come up with a solution. We came up with two quick solutions. One was just to collaborate with local banks, and then so that they can get paid from Upwork through these local platforms. But then we wanted a long-term solution. We wanted something that could help the Somali youth in general forever. And then that's why we came up with the idea of building We Freelance. We Freelance is a digital freelancing platform in Somalia that is integrated into the most popular local technologies like EPC, and it's available for use for any talent in Somalia. And it allows the local clients to look for talents. It also allows the talents to look for employment, and the payment issue has been solved through this platform. Our students are also solving, taking on the ecosystem and solving some challenges. This is Mohammed. Mohammed and his colleague has developed a mobile application for the national drought in Somalia, and they have received awards for that. We also have Abdirazak, who has also been a recipient of the Digital Skills for Jobs. He has been one of the top 3 awardees for the Premier Punk Startup Competition, again getting 5,000 along the way. We also, our students are not just getting work in freelancing, they're also getting full-time employment from prestigious organizations. We have Hormuz Telecom employing our skills, talents. We have Dabshil, we have Islamic Relief Worldwide, we have Premier Punk. We are lucky to have Abdushakur here. He has just been recently employed by Hormuz Telecom. So, and he has been through a very competitive selection process. So that, again, it shows you the program was not just focusing on the skill building. It was also focusing on the confidence building of the youth, for you to be very well ready to show up for interviews and then to take on opportunities, and then you can grab from there. Not only getting employed, not only doing freelancing work, our students are also building digital startups. We will present some of them, like including Bytesaw, we have SDD, a lot of, more than actually 50 of them have came out from our project, and we are happy for that. We have also been featured during this project. SIMAD iLab has been featured during the Digital Skills for Jobs by Al Jazeera. So now, if you look at this documentation, the whole coverage has been from the Digital Skills for Jobs. Again, a very global recognition from our work in Somalia. One very last thing I want to conclude is that this project has not only transformed the youth, it also showed us as a hub a new way to look at our talents. Because of the level of skills acquired by the youth, we came up with a new initiative called Top Talents. The Top Talents is mainly for those who are ultra skilled and who are ready to be absorbed by the market. Sometimes in Somalia, it's not just that local employers do not have skillful talents. It's that there is a misconnection between those who are very skillful and the companies looking for these talented people. So we came up with the idea of recognizing the most skillful talents from SIMAD iLab and then showcase them on our platform, including the website, and then push them to the local market so that the local market absorbs these talents. And this is working very, very well, actually. As of last week, we have been approached by different local private companies, one of them hiring 12 talents at one time. So then that shows you how much technology-based skills are very much required and needed in the local market. Way forward, as I said in the beginning of my presentation, this has been a very life-changing opportunity for all the Somali youth who have been part of this project. Not only those who are here today, but also the 170 people in general. It has changed their life, not only in terms of acquiring skill, but also in terms of getting the proper mindset to take on today's world of jobs. It also has transformed their way of living. It gave them decent income and decent jobs. And this has been, and we are very glad that we have been part of this. It also created digital inclusion, not only for the Somali youth in general, but also for the gender. If you look at the gender participants in the project and how they have performed, you realize that technology is also an area whereby women can do well. They can take on digital skills job, and this will help a lot of our female participants. And as I said, our students came up with national intervention projects, which they are working on now. For that, allow me to pass to to play a video for us, then I will conclude my presentation from there.
Assume you graduated from a university in Somalia. How many options of employment do you have available? Due to the limited industrial capacity, the inability of the market to absorb a large number of graduates, and some cultural myth regarding manual or service work, you'd probably prefer to work for larger corporates, international organizations, or the government. But can we create other sources of employment for the Somali youth? The International Trade Center, ITC, the joint agency of the World Trade Organization and the United Nations, and SIMAD iLab, the innovation hub of SIMAD University, have joined forces to launch the Digital Skills for Jobs project in Mogadishu, funded by the government of Japan. The DS4 Jobs project aims to establish freelancing as a viable job creation alternative in Somalia. After identifying and selecting participants for the program in a highly competitive process, the project worked with the Somali youth and trained them in online freelancing and digital entrepreneurship, and connected them to online work platforms such as Upwork to find and land decent jobs. The program trained the youth for graphic design, mobile app development, digital marketing, and web development. The project is being launched with a focus on harnessing market-based incentives to help foster livelihoods in the digital freelancing sector for the Somali youth. Project activities allow the youth to gain commercially valuable skills, while also supporting value creation and employment in Somalia. The project demonstrated the feasibility and modalities for linking the youth to opportunities in local, regional, and international markets. DS4 Jobs has now completed successfully. As of today, the newly trained digital entrepreneurs have generated more than $16,000 in 2 months from freelancing by working with both local and international clients. And the best outcome from the project is that the local Somali market is now expanded digitally to absorb the unemployed Somali youth.
To conclude my presentation, I just want to show you how much the impact is growing fast. When we created this video, our students have generated $16,000. When we reported to Ikurio and his office, the number was 50,000. As I'm talking to you now, it's over 60,000. And it shows you how much this has been going. So thank you very much, and I'm honored to be here with you today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mohammed, for that excellent presentation. I can also build up on what he's just talked about. In regards to the skills, this particular initiative had 4 tracks. It had mobile app development, web development, digital marketing, and graphic design. And what I can tell you is that now that they have been trained on these 4 tracks, and to you also, our freelancers present and the ones that are connecting live with us today, this is not the end of the journey in regards to skills. And what they were also taught yesterday in one of the sessions in the study tour that is currently ongoing is that the beauty of working as a gig worker is the number of skills you keep on adding into your profile. So it is endless. So being hired in an office can limit you in the number of skills that you can get. But as a gig worker, you can improve and add on more skills. So to you freelancers today, we encourage you, this is not the end of the journey in regards to these skills that you've been taught. But the need to upskill and reskill is always there, and it is also a plus in working as a freelancer. He also mentioned about the life skills. We will also be able to see how the life skills have benefited the freelancers today. They mentioned and talked about the critical thinking, creative thinking, problem solving, communication, which was the main and key life skill that they needed to succeed in getting this amount that has been presented today. This is over 60,000 USD in 5 months. So that is a really, really big achievement, and it shows that this could be a potential linkage to the job employment, the unemployment rate in Somalia to the job employment rate with the youth in Somalia. So I would not like to take much time. We can proceed to our other session. Project agenda is there? Begin with Abdulkadir Abdullahi Hussein, who's going to present. He's also alumni of project from Digital Entrepreneurship Bootcamp, so he's going to do a presentation on that. And then we can proceed with the other presentations. Welcome, Abdulkadir.
Okay. I think that's your presentation.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Naila.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Abdulkader Abdullahi, a digital skills mentee. I'm Abdulkader Abdullahi Hussein, a digital skills mentee from web development track. I'm very happy today in here. I would like to thank everyone who was supporting and mentoring, sponsoring this program called Digital Skill, starting to the international trade, SIMAD, iLab, the government of Japan, and any other one supported. Today, I would like to present a project that we did in our digital bootcamp, that we were practicing a real project. This was my team was working the same project. Our client was a SIMAD alumni. For getting this client supported for our mentors in order to make sure what we have learned and practice it a real project. SIMAD alumni, in our presentation, there will be three points. What was SIMAD alumni needs, the solution or tasks we have performed. After project is what our team achieved. Starting to the problem, SIMAD alumni, before we did this project, they were struggling poor digital presence. They were thinking to have a website, create content, SEOs, the whole digital marketing, and some others. We were coming, my team was having 4 tracks in a digital skill, in the web development track, in a graphic design track, in mobile app and digital marketing. We succeed to provide the service they needed, such as creating the website. There is the website that you can see it. We started from scratch, design it, built it, then give every functionality they require in their website. We created 7 pages in the website based on their needs. In the home page, there is an event section that they can publish their events, and also in the website it has a page that can register a membership card for the SIMAD Alumni Association. We give them registrations. When we were building, in the content creation, we just published 5 blog posts. We published 5 blog posts about their events and moments, like SIMAD Alumni Chani Maykad, based on the events and moments they were having that time. In social media marketing, they were having 2 social media accounts in Facebook and Twitter. We added them some Instagram and LinkedIn. In 2 weeks, we succeed to have in Instagram 92 followers, and in LinkedIn 100 followers. Here are some designs that we posted in their page, social media pages. We optimized all pages and blogs in order to be the first when it's searched into the Google. We set up a search console, a Google Search Console, and in order to increase organic traffic. We also create them a Google business profile. We got 12 Google reviews. In email marketing, we just do it for email marketing campaign. We set up a MailChimp and Confluent accounts. We sent 316 emails. 59 of them were opened and 13 of them were clicked. We set up a Google ad campaign that was targeting the audiences. The Google ad was just expend $15. We just we get 113 impressions, 33 clicks, and more. We set up a Google Analytics account for getting tracks, for getting track codes. In 2 weeks, we got 1.6K visitors to the website. In a second, there was 102 people in the website, and the website just exists within a 2 week. Here are some social media content plans that we plan them and post them. After the project, we did it. What we have achieved in digital bootcamp conclusion, we became the best Google Analytics. We just won the best Google Analytics with $200 for encouraging us. Finally, our team now, 7 of them working, 2 of them they are running startups or founders. 5 of them are freelancers and doing some other things. That's my last thing. And in conclusion, I would like to thank everyone that supported or organized Digital Skills for Jobs. Thank you.
So kindly, all the presenters, please mark your number. So once a presenter is done, you can just come in and start to present, because we'd like to save on time. So please mark your presentation. Let's have the next presenter, Abdishakur. Thank you.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم. My name is Abshkur Maalim Adam. Now I'm Digital Media Officer at Hormuz Telecom in Somalia. I'm here to share with my experience in Digital Skills for Jobs. I was one of the students who have graduated Digital Marketing track. And this is my agenda for today. How you are before Digital Skills for Jobs, the experience we got during the Digital Skills for Jobs, and what we have met after Digital Skills. If we go back 12 months before, really it was a dream, difficult and hard to be a digital marketer in Somalia for many reasons. Here are 3 of them. Number 1 is less of digital institutions. In Mogadishu, we don't have a number of institutions who offer the knowledge of digital marketing or digital skills. Number 2 is low social awareness. Our people don't know the advantage and the importance and the beneficial of digital marketing to their businesses and personalities. By the way, all of the people, or the majority of the people, have their smartphones connected all the day with the internet and no one getting the advantage of digital marketing. Number 3 is financial capability. Although we don't have number of institutions, but still we have getting alternatives by e-learning, like learning from Coursera, Udemy, and edX. But still there is a problem to be there. That is a financial. We are students. That time we don't work, so to get access for that platforms, they need to pay something to get an access for that courses. But whatever I dream of that, I'm happy to be here. What we are here today for that what we are here today is coming reality for that dream. And I would like to take this advantage to thank for the ITC team and the government of Japan and also SIMAD iLab. Thank you very much. This is where our channel have started. Really, Sunday afternoon, 10 October 2021, I was scrolling my Facebook page to check what's an update at that time. But I get a notification from IITE Institute, now SIMAD iLab, that was application is open for digital skills. I opened the link, then I carefully read then I have applied. We went for different stages. We do test examination. Then we went to the shortlisted and interviewed. Then I got after a month, I hope, the email that was the winning of the program. Now we are on the stage. The program is launched. The classes started. For that picture is the orientation day, and this one is the first day we attend our classes. Overall, the course, really it was very interesting, fascinating, and informative. And also, it allows us to be a digital citizens. But one of the interesting sessions that I can mention of the program was the blogging day. Me and my team, it was the first time we published our first blog. As you can see the picture, there is Muhammad Musa, who is the director of SIMAD iLab, and he was the one who was introducing that session. He's almost more than 10 years, I think, he's doing a blog. He's doing blogging, yeah. Another thing I can mention, the program was our mentors. I'm happy, I'm fortunate to have such knowledgeable mentors who helped me to develop personally, professionally, and personally, as well as they provide guidance, motivation, and emotional support. And also they become a role modeling. Also they have created a strong networking within the society. In general, training was not only digital marketing. As Muhammad Musa said, training was focusing on different areas. We learned freelance, how to work as a freelance. We also learned digital entrepreneurship, how to come up with a digital idea and be an owner of a startup business. Also, we have learned how to work with the companies who has existed. As Abdi Shakur, I have chosen for two of them. I worked with as a freelance, and also I work with as an employee. As a freelancer, I was offering for these two services, digital marketing, which was the one I have completed the program. The service I was offering in digital marketing include social media marketing, content marketing, search engine optimization, and digital marketing strategy. This is a complementary skill that I already have it. So the service I was also offering, this service was include logo design, branding, stationery designers, and social media posters. As a freelancer, I have worked with a lot of clients, but here are some of them. The number one is Mogadishu Local Government Institute, Midnimo, which is a big supermarket in Somalia, in Mogadishu, Somali Storytellers, Global Shabbers Community in Mogadishu, and the others you can see here. As a freelancer, I generated worth income that is more than $3,000. Yeah, within I think 4 months. Yeah. As an employee, I worked for two companies. One is Dero Advertising. Dero is an advertising agency in Mogadishu that provides a wide variety one-stop digital creative service in Somalia. I worked as a digital marketer, and on behalf of Dero, I worked for almost more than 30 companies on behalf of Dero as a digital marketer. Now I went to that company. I don't work with them. I work with Hormut. Hormut is Somali leading telecommunication company serving over 4 million customers. Now I am a digital media officer of this company, and I am the one who is managing and responsible for their all digital assets. Finally, this course was not only helping me to get a job, to make money, but also helping me to continue my learning. I joined Digital Skills for Africa that they offer with Google, and then I enrolled the course, then I went off and completed and become lastly Google certified in digital marketing. Thank you, farewell.
Hello, everyone. Actually, I wanted to start with Konnichiwa Mina. Have I said that right? So, Konnichiwa Mina to International Trade Center team that are not here. Also, the people of Japan, of course, and the SIMAD University team, my fellow mentees, and the people on the live. My name is Joiria. Sorry, I don't have it here. My name is Joiria. I'm a digital marketer and a student in, yeah? No, I mean, I don't have it here. Like, sorry. I'm a digital marketer and a student in SIMAD University. I'm majoring in international trade. And, well, let me say, like, this course means a lot to me. And when I first saw the poster of this course, I knew it was the skill that was gonna make me survive in this crisis, employment crisis in Somalia. And it had all that I needed, you know. But like, I've never thought actually I'll be here standing and presenting this. Thank you, everyone, the sponsors and mentors. Thank you, SIMAD University too. It's really been a part of wherever I am. I'll go through this list. I'll start with the project. This project is the project that we had in the entrepreneurship bootcamp, and this was our first project, me and the team, of course. Actually, I have a message for you from the team. I'll go through it later. This was our first project, and like, you know, this was our first project to ever work on, and I'll tell you through the whole journey and the work and the behind scenes and how was the experience and what we have learned. I'll tell you about the team tasks and planning, and how we have planned everything, and to tell the results of the project. Team, I'll introduce you to the team, as I said, and I'll take you through the challenges and opportunities. First of all, let me start with, we had the pleasure to digitalize one of the largest libraries in Somalia, SIMAD University Library, also called the Well Library. It was founded in 1999. And it was aimed, of course, to support the curriculum of the university. It was funded right of the university. And let me so this project included logo creating, website development, social media, email marketing, SEO, CM, Google Ads, the whole, like, you know, you can feel this, the whole thing, behavior reporting, content marketing, and Google Business Profile. This is how the profiles look like now, and also the social media accounts. For this project, we were 10 people with different specializations. We were website developers, mobile app developers, digital marketers, and graphic designers. We had the team spirit, like as we trained it to. We started from the scratch. It has nothing, had nothing, no roots in the internet. So we started from the scratch. This is the web design. It has a lot of features. We will see. Also, these reviews is being asked to put it in the website from the head of the library. This is the website design. It has a resource section. We digitalized the resources too. We actually we bought some of the sources, but then we couldn't, we had a short time. This is a live chat that you can ask the help and everything. This event section, Facebook in the footer, login, of course. Also, we did a content for in the website. We did blogs, and one that deserves to mention is the biography of the Professor Dawale, one of the founders of the library. We did social media marketing. We planned the content and everything ahead. We linked all the contents together, and we did organic promotion. We have posted like 36 content, like we planned the date and everything. This is the social media platform, and we were posted. We did CEO. I will make it quick. Sorry. Like we did the whole CEO and verified the account, search console, increased the speed of the website, of course, and everything. We also did email marketing. We created campaign, and this is how it went. We did Google Ads, Google Analytics. Sorry, I have a message from the team, so I'm gonna make it quick. Google Analytics, this is how it looks. Like since we were working on, I don't know how it looks now. Also, this is a message from the library head. He said, "Thank you, team. You did a great job." This is the award that we won in the bootcamp. Actually, this was a big motivation for us. Like this was literally our first project. So we won as for the best website design. Sorry. So I'll tell you, actually the team could have been here, of course. We are, luckily, but like, I'm gonna they had something to share with you, so I'll take you through it. This is Anisa. She's a digital marketer and content creator. She's been posting online. Like she herself, like she was not working, but like she started working, like promoting herself in the internet. Of course, it's a way of getting chances, a lot of chances that Slim, like we cannot find in the ground, Somalia. This is me. I'm a digital marketer, and I want to say I'm glad that I've been able to contribute in the household income, of course, and in the economy. And this work came in times of employment crisis, of course. I'm a student, and it really scares me, the fact that like I may graduate and not be able to find a job, especially with my majors. This seems kind of far in Somalia. Hopefully I will do well when I graduate, but now like, I feel like I am safe in what I do. Thank you. I have a permanent job. I work as a social media manager. And this is Ikran. She's a blogger, and she speaks of self-development. She writes in Ikna Ali. This is her website, and she says, "I'm living my dream thanks to SIMAD iLab for teaching me how to do what I love." Of course, she means the blogging. This is Mohammed Umar Wihliye, mobile app developer, and he works offline. He had 2 projects so far. He did a website design for a company, and he also built a system for a travel agents. Mohammed Mousse, he's a digital marketer, and he works offline too. He does consultant and how to grow businesses online. He does workshops for local businesses. So he teaches them how to be online, how it matters for the business, and so on. Mohammed Abdullah, he is the founder of eGet platform. eGet is the Somalia's latest second-hand product online market. That's actually very innovative. He says if you want to buy or like sell second-hand products, then eGet is the right place. This is Ahmed Mohammed. Ahmed Mohammed, he helped in several projects and worked offline and online, but he never had a solo project since the library, because he says he's been inspired of the teamwork and how it can really add, in the profit. When it's the team, they can have a bigger projects and so on. This is also Hinda Dawale. She's a blogger and part-time digital marketer. This is Mohammed Hamoud. He is the founder of DigDig Exchange. DigDig Exchange is a platform that the local USD exchange money. He says, I finally own my own business thanks to SIMAD iLab. They know SIMAD iLab, so concluding with, There has been obviously challenges throughout this journey. It's never been easy. And when I'm saying this course had everything that I didn't have, you know. It was new, the fact that we were working online, the things that we were learning. For me as a digital marketer, I've never thought of that kind of thing. So as well, people in my country didn't hear of it too. They even didn't see there is no need. They felt like there's no need for digital marketing and so on. So that's a challenge, a big challenge actually. When we first started, working locally, you know, helping the businesses grow their business, be alive on the internet and so on. So for them, the internet was an underrated tool for marketing business in Somalia, and they believed that there was no need for digital presence, no brand, no nothing. I mean, zero. People, that's how they work, and they counted on the traditional marketing, but we showed them, and it was really fruitful. And now, people, there's a lot of us that working locally, helping the local businesses. And people, so we can obviously we freed up some space in the market, and it's only us. So I can only wish for more of us. Thank you. That's all.
Hi, good afternoon, all of you. Okay. Can I? Assistant? Come here, please. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, all of you. My name is Abdulhamid Muallim. I want to talk about my journey with program Digital Skills for Job. I'm a third-year software engineering student at University College of Technology, UCT in short. I'm an entrepreneur. I am a co-founder of Python Technology. I'm a web developer, mobile app developer, IoT engineer, graphic designer. I myself am an introvert. I love learning new things every day at home. I learn a number of programming languages at home, and going to one of the best IT universities in the country, I had a very experience in programming and developing applications and websites. But having all those skills, I was struggling to generate income and to make use of it, my knowledge, the experience I have. And I'm an introvert, so I was having trouble connecting with the people, the right people that I wanted to connect with. This is me, 2019, in my home office, learning a programming language that most programmers don't know. Well, programmers, I'm saying, not programmers. It's called Lua, with a framework called Love. I was developing a 2D games at that time. That picture is me learning PHP in 2020. Fortunately, one of my classmates shared a link with me one day. That link was the link of applications, opening of applications for the digital skills program. I applied the program, and since I know most of programming language and stuff, web development, I wanted to try a new challenge. So I applied mobile app development. I joined the mobile app track. Much to my surprise, the program I only thought at the seminars used to see only you learn programming or the course, the track you enroll it. But I learned other skills there. After learning Flutter mobile app development, I learned core life skills, freelancing, how to put my experience to work, and I have a mindset of entrepreneurial mindset. And I learned also a digital entrepreneurship. The program did not only provide me skills, it provided me the opportunity to meet with awesome people, the right people, the people I wanted to surround myself with. Here on this picture is an MP, member of parliament, shout out to Ali Omar. He is a minister right now. Shout out to Minister Ali Omar. After the project ended, I worked with 5 clients, and my service I provide was mobile app, web development, websites, and I was building admin panels. I generated an income of over 5,000 right now. This income, 4,850, is from February to April. After freelancing for like 2-3 months, I co-founded a Byteso technology with my friend Mohammed and Hamdi. Our startup is called Byteso Technology. We specialize mobile app development, web development, software solutions, and IoT. Hamdi took the track of web development. Mohammed and me, we took mobile app development, and I had the knowledge to build softwares using numerous programming languages. And now we are into IoT as well, with the help of SIMAD iLab Fab Lab team. Shout out to Osman, Diria, and Ghazali. Client is so far, let me say, we launched the company, the startup, July and August. We managed to generate an income of $900. We have clients Garqat for legal office. It's a legal office, legal firm, and we have SIMAD iLab, Daygan Design, and we also have MWMC. Some of the work we did, this is the Garqad website we are building right now. Daygan, we built Somali bits, so also all of that is our experience. Also, we approached the market differently. Not only we working with businesses or individuals, we also having our own products. We're also producing our own applications, our own ideas. One of the first ideas that we did was virtual identification management system. We call it VMAS. In short, is a digital way of showing or checking someone's identity. We use IDs to go specific areas or unauthorized places that needs like specific people, or as you say, need like private areas. You need an ID. So we use normal ID, we use papers, but now we are, as the world is shifting to digital, we invented a digital ID. The team now, as I said, me, Abdulhamid Muallim, my background, I'm a mobile app developer. My badge is software engineering. I'm a 3rd year. I'm finishing right now. Graduating next year. Also, we have Muhammad Hussein, who is a software engineer as well. He is COO. He is a mobile app developer, web developer, and IoT engineer. We also have Hamdi, her background is business administration. She also took the classes of web development, and now she is into mobile app as well, with the help of me and Mohammed. And Hamdi is the head of marketing and the CFO of the company. Lastly, I want to say thank you so much. This program was nothing but useful for me and my colleagues. I cannot wait for the second phase or second program for others like us to benefit and help themselves as we did. Thank you.
To talk about my journey from SIMAD iLab to top-rated freelancer on Upwork. It is my pleasure to be one of the top talents who are graduated from Digital Skills for Jobs. Okay. Before SIMAD iLab, when I need to introduce myself, I graduated from University of Vermont in 2021 with bachelor degree of computer science. I have been unemployed for 6 months since when I completed my study, and even I was not thinking to get a job in Somalia local. So that I applied many jobs in Somalia, but I didn't get it. So that one day I was scrolling my Facebook account when suddenly saw a post from SIMAD iLab. And then I applied the field of digital marketing in SIMAD iLab, and I fulfilled the requirement admission of SIMAD iLab. I was recognized that is a lifetime opportunity to change my life. So I learned course of digital marketing in SIMAD iLab. I have always found a positive, and the mentors was highly supportive. So SIMAD iLab, personally SIMAD iLab given me an incredible opportunities as a new freelancer. So I need to talk about how to get my first job on Upwork after I completed my course on SIMAD iLab. So on Upwork, is the largest online freelancing platform in the world. It is really hard to start this platform and to get the first job, but it is not impossible. So I got my first job within 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I got my first job, and then when I applied 18 jobs, my first job that time comes. So. This is my first job. Paid me the total of 550 to get attraction and audience and lead this to an electronic website in USA. My first client was in USA, state of Virginia, city of Alexandria. There. Okay, after I completed his services, he given me 5 star. 5 star in Upwork, really amazing for first job, And this is my first job, my first payment, my first earning on Upwork. Really, that time I was very happy to get the first job. So next job is easy, second job and third job is easy, but first job is hard when you are in Upwork. So. This is I completed 7 jobs on Upwork, but this is 3 sample. I have to share to you the 3 sample of my jobs I completed on Upwork. So this is my second job. The total paid me 360 to manage Google shopping ads on a client. Even this client was in USA, also in USA. My first client lead me this client. If you satisfy your client, your client lead you another client. This is when I completed his services, I got also 5 star, and you see public feedback, great job. It means I satisfied my client. Okay, my third job is my highest paid job in Upwork. So I got a total of $1,500 on Upwork to generate a leads on a business of painting and remodeling business. And also this job is also, the client is also USA. So that after Upwork fees, I got $1,355. So when I completed these services, I got also 5 star. This is really amazing. I need also to tell you my mentors was really supportive. Really, I was asking every day. I was asking a question about on Upwork about and how to withdraw the money from Upwork. So my mentors also helped me. That's all. It is really hard to withdraw your money from Upwork. So I really thank for my mentors. So, okay, time is going on. So this is video. I will move on. So this is my total money I earned on Upwork, and $2,825. But now, this when I was preparing this presentation, it was $2,825. But now it's more than this. It is $2,900 plus. And total jobs I completed on Upwork is 7. The director of SIMAD, iLab, was presented. His presentation was said Abdulaziz completed 5 jobs, but I am presenting now a total 7 jobs. That means consistent of on Upwork. I will share now. I am sharing with you my positive feedback of one of my clients, even this client in USA, California. After I completed his job, so he given me this positive, amazing feedback. You see, okay. Now conclusion. Now I am top-rated freelancer on Upwork and scored 100% job success. So it means, and I completed 7 jobs on Upwork. All 7 jobs I have 5-star. Something of the jobs I have and public feedbacks. So I am highly thankful to SIMAD iLab for providing me this opportunity to be part of the institute. So finally, again, I am top-rated freelancer and 100% of job success score. This is only 5 months. During 5 months, I got all of these things. So a lot of thanks to International Trade Center, the government of Japan, SIMAD iLab, SIMAD University for giving me this opportunity to change my life. Thank you all.
Yeah, more like it. Thank you so much, our presenters. And now we are going to move to another session where we're going to have testimonials by freelancers. And I would like to invite Mohammed. He's going to guide us through that session. So we are going to hear from more freelancers again, their testimonials in this project. Thank you. Welcome, Mohammed.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for the amazing testimonials and presentations. That's just magic, and it happened. So thank you very much for the job well done. So now we're left with 2 components of our program. The first one is we continue with the freelancers. I call the remaining participants, and each one will have 5 minutes to talk about your experience, mainly sharing the skills you acquired, how you applied, the clients you worked with, and the income you generated so far, and if you have started a company or if you have even landed on a job. I will start with Safia. Please welcome Safia.
Hello everyone, my name is Sophie Sivara, graduated from SIMAD University. I'm a digital marketer. After I graduated from university, I was not having any skills, so I applied this for jobs and gained the skills that I have today. And firstly, when I saw the program on SIMAD iLab Facebook page, I shared the link with my friends. and because it was looking very important, so I think they can benefit it. So they say to me, you have to relax, we graduated recently, we don't need to study again. But I applied and got the acceptance email and gained the skills, a lot of skills, and networking with the people that I want to be surrounded with. And guess what, now they are asking me when the second batch will start, because they see how I develop it personally. I want to say thank you to the government of Japan and ITC team and SIMAD iLab for making me difference. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sophia. Now I call Sadia to do her remarks.
Hello everyone. Hello everyone, I'm Sadia, and before I share my experience, let me introduce myself. I'm Sadia Muhammad. I graduated from SIMAD University in 2021 with a degree in economics. I started looking for a job as a normal and after graduating from university, but I was having trouble doing so because of the high employment rate in the nation and my desire to be independent. When I heard about this program, DS for Jobs, I immediately applied from the digital marketing track in the hopes that I will greatly assist me and enable me surrounding myself with like-minded individuals. The skills I gained is in digital entrepreneurship, freelancing, and core life skills. With those talented, I work at 11 clients, both domestic and foreign, producing over 700 on freelancing, and landed a decent job position with a company based on Dubai. And in conclusion, I want to thank SIMAD iLab and country of Japan and everyone who supported this program, DS for Jobs. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sadia. Now I want to call upon Ayan.
Hello everyone. My name is Ayan Ahmed Rahman. I am one of the mentees who had the opportunity to be a part of the DS4J program. Let me tell you a little bit about how the idea of studying graphic design was born for me. Me and my friend decided to start a company. Then before we established our business, we needed to make a logo. So me and she, we don't know how to design a logo. Then I decided to learn more about logo. Then, so that I searched in YouTube how to design a logo. By the way, what's amazing is, and one day, that's a memorable day. It was 22 October 2021. And it was the last day to apply for the DS4J program, and a few hours before the closing of the program, I saw a video posted on SIMAD iLab's Facebook page talking about the program. I feel surprised because it was amazing. It was like an opportunity to knock the door. So I got it, and the place that I see is the best way that I can learn or that I can acquire the skills that I am looking for. So that I applied, then after the application, I got a notification that I am selected, and then we take examination. Then we got another notification that we are passed and go to the last year phase, which is an interview. Then after the whole process, we take the opportunity. Then I joined a graphic design track that was I interested in. And now, and I'm a graphic designer. Also, we acquire more than one skill. And because the program consists, we take it for more than one course. We take it graphic design, core life skill, digital entrepreneurship, and so on. So what is amazing is we acquire more than one skill. Now we are graphic designer, digital marketer, WordPress developer, even digital freelancer. With the benefit of my skill, graphic design and digital entrepreneurship, I start my first startup called Astanson, which is a creative digital agency, which is a full service. We offer creative digital services. And the services we offer include digital marketing, graphic design, web development, photo video production, brand consultants. And so far, we have completed 20 plus successful projects, and we generate income 1,600 plus. So everyone, you can visit our website and look our portfolio and the service we do. Our website is www.astanson.com. Astanson. And in conclusion, I would like to say thank you, Japan government, International Trade Center, and SIMAD iLab. Thank you all.
Well said, Ayan. Now I want to call Mohammed Hussein to give his remarks.
Hi everyone, my name is Mohammed Hussein Hassan, and I'm a third year university and Bachelor of IT, and I'm a mobile app developer. And I was, before I had joined this program, and I was a student that was looking for projects or jobs that give me an income. One day when I was scrolling on Facebook, I was seeing a program that says, come and enjoy this program. And I jumped and I have applied mobile app developer. And I have generated more than 3,000 on mobile app developers, and I am co-founders of Biso Technology, like my brother says. And in conclusion, I would like to say thank you to ICT, International Trade Center, and SIMAD iLabs, and government of Japan. Thank you a lot for giving me a chance to be a freelancer, and I would say thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, let me give his remarks, Bashir Ahmed Mao, to come here and present his remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for here. I am very happy to be here and presenting my journey during Digital Skills for Jobs. Digital Skills for Jobs was a great program that changed my life. One day, I wanted to participate in a program that was happening in Azerbaijan, so I wanted to present my company that I was trying to participate that competition, but I wanted to have a logo and something related to my company. So I was forced to go to other persons, ask them to do logo for me, which was hard, and I was even ready to pay, but I couldn't get enough service for my for what I wanted at the time. But after 2-3 months when I joined the program, I was able to create whatever I needed to do such work. So I want to thank SIMAD iLab, the government of Japan, and ITC for implementing such a great program that benefited more and more youths to generate and excel in these hard times. As everyone already told, Somalia, unemployment in Somalia is hard, and you can understand how hard it can be to get jobs in these times. But when you have these skills, it's just a matter of time when you get a job. Thank you, everyone, and good afternoon.
You are most welcome. Let me call again. Let me call also Mohammed Bashir.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Hamshir Mohammed, and I'm web developer, also a content creator. In DS4 Jobs, Digital Skills for Jobs, helped me a lot, not only working with the people and the companies, but also build my own startup. For the sake of time, I would like to thank ITC, Government of Japan, and SIMAD iLab. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, Usman Khalif, the floor is yours.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Avkash, Samantha Avkash. After that, I want to thank everyone that are watching for me in online, in Nairobi, Sarena, and other ambassadors, leaders that are in Zoom. After that, after application of joining for this program or exams or interviews, this program or this journey was challenged program. After program, I was learned many things, including for the different people from different sides of community, such as different society, different age, different gender, different level of education, and others. But the main important point that I was learned was to join the digital era in Somalia. For example, as you all know, in the world it goes for digital, or technology increases in many parties. After that, it was blessed and happy for me to join for digital era in the world, also in digital era in the Somalia, to take part for this program, for help and support for many clients internationally and locally in my clients. Also, to take part for Somali small companies or large companies to join in digitally, including for clients that I work with. For example, I worked for more than 8 clients. Most of them, 7 of them was in Somalia. That John helped them or support them, some of them to join for the digital era in Somalia. That was great for us. That was happy and pleasure for us, everyone in Somalia or in digital to join that. Lastly, I want to conclude to thank for SIMAD Innovation iLab mentors and other mentees that was my classmates on me in the last 18 months that was take for this program. Next, I want to thank for International Trade Center that help and support many things, including program process and evaluations and so on. And lastly, I wanted to thank from people of Japan also that take part for the help and support for this program. Lastly, thanks for everyone.
You are welcome, Mr. Usman. Now I think we were left with 2 talents. So the second last talent is Hassan Ahmed Mohammed. Please.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, let me introduce myself. I am Hassan, graduated DS job, especially digital marketing. Now, I am a digital marketer and a freelancer who works offline and online clients. Before I joined this program, I was worried about life after university. Will I get a job? What will career be? Will you get the skills? Something like that in my mind. Living in that situation, I got a chance at DS4 Jobs program, and I learned digital marketing and also digital entrepreneurship. After I finished it, I became a freelancer and a digital marketer who can work on online and offline clients. And also, it was surprised when I was working Upwork. The first job that I have got was from a Japanese person whose name was his name was Takayoshi Kikayama. The surprising was before 5 months ago, I was worried about would you get a job. After 5 months, the first person is not a local person. He is outside. That is really something that makes me happy. Lastly, I have no words really to express my happiness and how this program has changed my life. I thank SIMAD, iLab and mentors, and also thank ICT and the government of Japan for the opportunity they gave us to save from unemployment. It was a good opportunity for Somali youth. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. So the last talent, but not the least, Ahmed Mohammed Hassan.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good afternoon, all of you. My name is Ahmed Mohammed. I am one of the students at SIMAD iLab. I'm also at SIMAD University. I am a part of, I'm a student at SIMAD University. I'm a part of who can learn the digital skills for a job, especially graphic design and animation. I'm ordered to improve my knowledge. I'm also interested to learn like graphic design. For me, when I was at the university, I was learning like the design, how to design the different homes. So in graphic design, I was also needed, but I didn't know where I'm getting. So I was getting in social media, also in Facebook, I can say like SIMAD iLab, how to make the different digital skills for jobs. So I can use a graphic design. After that, when I was learning graphic design, before I'm learning graphic design, I was thinking how to improve your graphic design. Because of, when I make design, I don't know how to make logo and how to get the number in the bottom. So I was improving to my knowledge to graphic design. So I'm a freelancer also. I'm designing for the different homes, for the different houses, in the highway, different. So I want to thank you, those who organized this forum. Also SIMAD University, International Trade Center, SIMAD iLab, and from people from Japan, and all my teachers. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ahmed. Now that concludes the second last item of our agenda of today. Now we will get into listening the remarks from the mentors who were able to produce these amazing talents. So I will call them in order. I will begin with Bahja Al-Shouria, then then Ayub Ali Genyo, and then Abduhab. Bahja.
Hello everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Bahja Ali. I was one of the graphic design track mentors. I would like to share with you my experience with the digital skills for jobs. After my mentees got the graphic design skills, I was responsible to transform their skills into real startups or into real work. So we take them through digital entrepreneurship class, which we have been doing like for 1 month. Then in the digital entrepreneurship class, they were applying their skills. They were building a digital businesses, buying domains, and also building business prototype, also creating their business content, and also at the final stage they presented the digital skills they have been building for 1 month. And the good thing about that sessions were they were not only learning one skill in the digital entrepreneurship, in the digital skills, I mean, they were also developing another skill, like Ayan said. For example, when they have got the graphic design, they were also learning digital marketing, web designing, since they have both domains. So it was really very good experience taking through those classes. So as a mentors, to spice the whole experience, we also come up with an idea an idea that gives them group projects. So we bring all the tracks together, and then they learned each other from each other. They were building different projects as you have seen in these presentations. So we also made sure that the top talents only do not go into one group, but also to balance everyone in the group. So that was for the digital entrepreneurship, and they were also freelancing in the class. The freelancing class focused on more building clients online and offline, so we were tracking their individual success. Overall, it was very tough journey actually. Mentors had to come 2 hours before the class to see how they approach in the class, and then we were teaching 3 hours class. After we have done, it was like 6 p.m. and then we sometimes in SIMAD iLab we call it shift 3, because in the workplace there is shift 1 and shift 2, but in SIMAD iLab there is shift 3, which we actually come together, and the mentees are always there in the co-working space, so we give them the guidance and everything. So for me, like as a mom, it wasn't easy for me to leave at maybe 8:30 or 9. So yeah, but it was worth it actually. As you can see their testimonials today, I can assure you we had very many roles in the university. Like for example, we were mentoring, we were having also group projects. We were also lecturing at the university. We were also doing work and office work. So it wasn't really easy. But also we are happy to see the impact and the businesses that they built, the offices that are operating in Mogadishu, and also those who got employment and those who built startups. So I would like to thank each and everyone who participates or contributed into this project. It's really very good project. It was really very good, and we are very happy to see the youth transforming into real things. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Ayub Mahmoud Hussein. I am one of the mentors of SIMAD iLab, particularly digital skills for jobs program. And also I'm a lecturer at SIMAD University teaching entrepreneurship and marketing courses. It was really a bit challenging and interesting journey that we had together with our mentees. As mentors, we are really challenged to have mentees who can do the work they are doing right now. As me, I was responsible for a group of web developers, for guiding them to create and design a digital business. Those young, passionate guys, they challenged me. So we come up with different things so as to become the one they are right now. We come up with a very challenging course called Digital Entrepreneurship course that consists of 13 modules. Those modules have many different skills. If you are a web developer, you need to know more about digital marketing as well as mobile app as well as digital marketing to succeed for this course. So we come up a challenge called group project. That group project consists of a group of students from different tracks. They are challenged to do a real work, a real project. And also, we did another challenge called individual digital company. Each and every mentee, to succeed for this course, he has to build and create and design a digital company. We also come up with what's called Badgate Awards. Those awards consist of modules. If you complete this module, then you will get a budget. The whole budget are 7. Then if you complete the whole budget, then you will succeed for this course. That was the challenges we made. That challenge even was a challenge for us. Students asking you everything. They calling you the midnight, they calling you afternoon, morning, but it was really an interesting and passionate students. Without them, we didn't do what we did it. I would like to thank them for being committed, for being passionate, for being hungry to do this, and I really want to thank our director, Mohammed Mose, for making us do what we did. And also, I want to thank ICT, especially Ikuro Nagami, for just allowing us to do this work. Thank you all.
All right. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Abdi Wahab Isak. I'm also a mentor at SIMAD Innovation Lab. It's extremely honor for me to be here today to celebrate with my mentees at the close out event of the Digital Skills Project. It was really a wonderful journey, a very transformative journey. I'm also happy that I'm lucky to have been part of the journey since the start of the project. Luckily, I was one of the mentors at digital marketing track. As you've been hearing the stories of digital marketers here, like, you know, Somalia has only a very few digital marketing experts. And you know, like in the applications, you can't imagine the number of students who have applied for the digital marketing track. So like the class was very crowded, and you can't imagine how the mentees were really hungry to have digital marketing skills. We both had a very tough experience. Also learned a lot from the mentees. You know, like digital marketing is a skill that cannot be learned in a very short time. You know, like you can only give students like some keys, some basics that they can understand, and when they go home, like since they are very hungry for those skills, like they will go to Google, they learn more, they learn a lot. Even sometimes they call you and ask you about some information about digital marketing that even the mentor does not have a lot of information. So like it was a learning experience for both of us, both the mentees and mentors. As mentors, Bahja and Ayub already said, we were always very committed to helping the mentees, you know, in the very best way that we can. Like we've come up ideas, we've been meeting, you know, like after the classes, after the sessions, we have to come up with new ways, new ideas that we can integrate into the curriculum. Even some of the curriculum was, you know, like developing along the way. Thanks to all. Also, like in the freelancing session, like students, like they've learned the skills. Now they need to earn a lot of money. You know, they need to have to be hired by clients. They need to have profile on Upwork. You know, you can't imagine how desperate like they were, you know, on the first weeks. They've applied, they've sent a lot of proposals, and they didn't get a job. They were not hired by nobody. So like, and you as a mentor, you have to come, you know, like you have to keep motivating them. You have to tell them, like, you know, it's not yet done. And even sometimes, like, in order to encourage them, you need to even, like, you know, usually during the program, we also had some other duties. Like me, I was the head of communication at SIMAD University. Sometimes, like, I had to do website. I have to do some, you know, like updates on the website. So since I'm not a web designer and web developer, sometimes I need to help, you know, like from others. So I have to ask my mentees, like, can you please do this? You know, like I will upload this task on Upwork, so you can help me, and I will give you, like, money on there. So that was the story. Today I'm very happy to be here with them along at the closing ceremony. Also, I want them to encourage to keep earning a lot of money. Now you can't imagine, even some of them are earning much better than us. So please keep earning a lot. And the journey was entirely successful. I want to thank ITC, SIMAD University, and SIMAD iLab, and the people of Japan, and also to everyone who involved in this project. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Bahja, Ayub, and Abdul Wahab, for your own amazing reflections of digital skills for jobs. I want to mention that the fact the number of mentors were more than 5. We couldn't able to bring them everyone here, so almost I think 40% of them are not here. So those of us who are here today will just add our voices and their voices together, so in order to give you a very whole picture how the program went through. So let me introduce myself. My name is Mohammed Okash. I'm the head of innovations of SIMAD Innovation Lab. Also, I'm a digital skills for J mentor, a broad mentor. this is really a proud moment for me as a mentor to see the growth and the success of my mentees. And it's one of the very core things I work at SIMAD iLab. And I'm sure that is also the same thing my fellow able mentors are inspired to work with you every day and every night. To begin from the application of these projects, almost nearly 3,000 applicants applied, showed their interest to join this program, but unluckily, due to the limited available resources we had, we were only able to accommodate 170 mentees, whom some of you are the top performer mentees of the program. It was really exciting, both exciting and a challenging journey to mentor you all, to train you all, to support you all during the trainings and after the trainings, to make sure that everyone got the best out of this program, to make sure we all maximize the opportunities offered in this program, to make sure that we all capitalize the skills we found in this program, to shift our mindsets and make sure we contribute our families, households, and the nation at large by generating income and helping businesses, small businesses in Mogadishu and across the world. And maybe some of you were able to pay taxes which you never paid before. So that's really very good progress that this program has increased into our portfolio. As an admin staff from SIMAD iLab, this program was unique in terms of its management, in terms of its component, in terms of its success stories. And really, it really gives us a hope that what we hope, our vision we have for the future, that it's really doable, it's achievable. Our vision for the future at SIMAD iLab is to make sure that every young Somali person got skills to get a job and live a decent life in Somalia. So we had a number of projects for the last 3 years during we have been operating at SIMAD University. But by implementing this program, it came with unique and surprising and exciting figures. By just looking at the success stories, the number of startups incubated in this program, the number of jobs created, and the total money generated by the mentees, which was, as Abdulhab said, which was more than what we, the mentors, usually earn. And that really gives us a hope and excitement. We hope you to inspire the rest of the candidates who was not able to join the program, but hopefully I want to add my voice with what Ikuri said. There's a need to scale and replicate this program, not only in Mogadishu, but across the nation. And at SIMAD iLab, we are now working on expanding our capacity to accommodate more mentees in Mogadishu and beyond. So we look forward to be able to give opportunities to more and more young people in the near future, inshallah. As my director said, digital skills is really an equalizer, it's a transformer. It equalizes male and females to earn equal money, to succeed in the jobs. And I think if we need also to tackle the issue of gender inequality from that angle, from digital inclusion, we need to continue implementing this program more and more in Mogadishu and beyond. So thank you very much again and again. And finally, I want to conclude by thanking our partners, the ITC and the government of Japan, the people of Japan, and my fellow mentees, mentors from SIMAD iLab. And finally, I want to give a vote of thanks to our amazing director, who really brought us together and make sure that we made every step success. Thank you very much, and I wish you all well.
Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for your lovely presentation and testimonials. So our guests who are connecting online, kindly give us some few minutes. We are just winding up. Before I close the session, I would like to invite Ikuru back again to give some closing remarks, and then I can end the session. Thank you.
Yes, Naila, thank you very much for your introduction. So yeah, I'm conscious of the time, so we are slightly running a little bit behind the schedule. So I'd like to quickly look back on our event today. I think maybe I will have 3 points as kind of key takeaway from this event. So first point is that today we heard a lot of inspiring stories from our participants, and what was made clear through the presentations was that we delivered a technical skills training, and so basically we led the delivery of the training. ITC and SIMAD led the delivery of the training, but now we can clearly see our participants are becoming the leaders of the ICT sector development in Somalia. So they are creating new markets, they are creating new clients, they are creating new business models across the country. So for instance, some of the presentations highlighted that through the boot camp, they worked with clients who were not really aware of digital solutions, who were not really aware how their businesses could be improved through digital solutions. But now, as a result of this project, these clients have discovered new channels to improve their businesses. This is a really important achievement of this project. And I believe that our participants will continue developing the ICT sector in Somalia in this way. And now they have strong leadership as well as ICT skills. I'm always confusing with ITC, sorry. Yes, so they have very strong ICT skills as well as leadership. So yeah, actually the purpose of having life skills training in this project is to make sure they can unleash their leadership capacity in their future careers. And now I can clearly see that life skills training was quite successful. So I hope our participants will be able to unleash the full capacity as leaders of ICT sector development in Somalia. So this is my first point. And the second point is that, as you can see from the project title, this project is called Digital Skills for Jobs, but it's actually not only about creating jobs. It's also about changing your life. It's also about learning new things, opening your heart to new things, or trying out something, or trying out or overcoming challenges sometimes. So it's just not about getting a job. And of course, there are so many challenges behind the scenes. So, but our participants have overcome all of these difficulties, and this is why they are all here today. So I'd like to highlight digital skills for jobs. It's not actually about jobs. It's also about changing your life. This is my second point. So yeah, basically I wanted to say being able to imagine a brighter future for yourself is really important. And yeah, I'm sure this will go a really long way in the future careers of our participants. And my final point is that I personally learned the importance of keeping on learning new things. So today we have heard so many interesting stories from our participants, and what was made clear to me was that learning new things is not a one-off activity. It's something more. It's something about your attitude. It's a kind of continuous activity. You have to continue learning yourself. You have to keep on improving yourself, and we all have to do that. So this is a really important takeaway from this event for me. And I'd like to also highlight that that the project was really successful, but Of course, I have to say the project was really well designed. We had hundreds of consultations with SIMAD University, especially my colleague Mohamed Mousse, who is sitting there. So we have had so many calls, so many Zoom meetings, never-ending Teams meetings. We had so many conversations to make sure that project activities are tailored to the needs of the participants and of the markets. But the project itself, it's not complete with that. Designing a nice project, it's not perfect. The project needs very nice participants, and I have to say the project was successful because of the participants who worked incredibly hard. So I'd like to express my appreciation for our training participants who are here today and who may be connecting to this event from Somalia, hopefully. Then I think I can close here for my remarks, and to conclude, on behalf of the ITC team, I'd like to reiterate our appreciation for our partners, including SIMAD universities and government authorities in the federal government of Somalia. And also I'd like to thank the government of Japan for their very generous contribution. And for our graduate, I wish each one of you all the very best in your future endeavors. So I'll conclude here. Thank you very much, and I wish a very nice evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Ikuru. Now, we have reached the end of our activity today. And before I close, I would just like to give my gratitude also as the MC here. First of all, I would like to thank our guests who have connected, those who have attended here. Thank you so much for joining us in celebrating these wonderful achievements in this project that has been run for the last 18 months. Thank you. We value your time. Next, I would like to thank the government of Japan for their unwavering support and funding in this project. You can feel and see the impact of this particular project. So thank you so much. I would also like to thank our partners, SIMAD University and the team. You've seen them here, some of them, and some of them are still back in Somalia. Thank you for helping implementing this project for us also on the ground, and for your advices, for your constant support and training and mentorship, and also providing infrastructure and holding hands for these freelancers who needed your support. We appreciate you. I would also like to thank International Trade Center. I would like to thank Ashish. He's been there. He's held our hand. He's helped us maneuver around so many challenges. This has not been a simple task. He's also been there to cheer us on as we implemented this activity. I would like to thank Ikuru, the project manager for this initiative. He's done so much, and I can assure you most of what has been successful is because of him and his constant support. I would also like to thank our ITC admins, our finance team. There are people in the back end who have helped this project succeed. And we also need to recognize them, because we on the ground keep on pushing them day and night, asking them, please get this done, please get this done. And they have also been supporting us in that. So thank you to our teams in Geneva and other colleagues who have also supported this project. We have worked long hours, up to 1 a.m., and we still are this whole week. So this has been quite a long journey, but very interesting and very nice. So thank you all our ITC colleagues. I would also like to thank our partners and any other stakeholders who have been involved, including the government of Somalia and all these other people who have come to assist in one way or the other to ensure that this project has become a success. Now, I would like to end with thanking you freelancers. Thank you. Thank you so much for putting your hard work day and night. Thank you for calling their mentors at midnight and making sure that they are on their feet. So thank you for that as well. Thank you for showing your motivation and dedication in this particular project, because now you have shown us that our efforts have not gone to waste. And we are happy to see that you are now motivated enough and you are happy with the results. Thank you, and continue making us proud out there. Now I'd like to end here, and I would like to welcome all of you for tea and networking. Thank you for your time.